Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the post game at the NFL. First and 10, NFL New York Jets podcast. Here we are again.
Yeah. Yeah.
October
Kev,
14th. October 14th. We're like a chicken that's been in the oven too long. You get stick a fork. It's way
yeah.
past done. Way past done.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is this? What
And
is this? What are we watching?
Kevin, there are no adjectives, whatever. There are nothing to describe. Let me tell you something. If you lived in London and that was your first taste of football, you never want it ever again.
No,
You
you
never
you
want it
throw
ever. Don't ever bring that shit to our shores ever again. If you were in London and that was the first time you were witnessing football.
how does your quarterback, who doesn't get hurt, he plays for the whole 60 minutes. How does he wind up with negative 10 yards? How
Getting
does that
sacked
happen?
nine times.
How
Getting
does that
sacked nine
happen?
times. Yeah. Getting sacked nine times. Getting sacked nine times. And on average, he was holding the ball for a little over 3 seconds. And then yet, I believe Breece Hall had the nerve to throw the O-line under the bus. But Kevin, before we get into the Jets and the Sunday game, here's something I found ridiculously odd, or this is why our organization's a laughing stock.
Go
Now,
ahead.
maybe they don't value these two college quarterbacks as much as I do and some of the other people out there evaluating these things. But Saturday night, Indiana played Oregon. Okay? 11 NFL teams were there. 11. Can you name the one team that wasn't there that needs a
You
quarterback?
don't think you need one? I don't
Which
know. Didn't he go to some other
it's like
guy's thing? Didn't he go some? Where did Moji go? Whatever the hell his name is. Where did he go? Didn't he go to some
I have
guy's?
no idea. But forget Moji. He's got to send his scouts. These two quarterbacks, this kid from Indiana, Mendoza, and more from Oregon, could go 1, 2, or 3 in the draft as the quarterbacks. And you didn't send any representatives to that game?
Don't need one. You got Justin Fields,
Detroit
right?
and Jacksonville, Minnesota, and Seattle don't need one, and they had people there. They had multiple representatives there.
You don't need a
But no, we
quarterback.
don't do our due diligence.
You just gave $30 million guaranteed to the guy who can't complete a pass.
Yeah, yeah. And let me ask you something. Were you on X at all today? Twitter, X, whatever it's called now?
Yeah, on and off. Why? What do you got for me?
Kurt Warner went after a few,
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Yeah,
you know?
I saw it.
And you know what? God bless Kurt Warner. I'm not one to argue X and O's with him. But again, he just saw one game. Some of the things he highlighted that other people highlighted. You mean to tell me, Kurt, if that was you on the field, you wouldn't have made that pass? You wouldn't have thrown that in? You wouldn't have made the attempt? If Fields is playing scared, then why is he playing?
When you still that shot, you know the shot
Uh-huh.
with the field goal
Yeah,
line, okay,
yeah.
and you see Garrett running straight up it, okay.
Uh-huh.
When you freeze that shot, he's got like a wall around him. Fields. He's just
Yeah,
standing there. He's got a wall around him.
yeah. And the other one they showed
You
was with
could have
Mason Root. Go ahead.
you could have made the throw. I could have made the
Oh, I
throw.
know. Any quarterback worth their salt would have tried to thread the needle and throw that ball. He didn't
Thread
make
the
an
needle. There
attempt.
would if you get the ball out, there's nobody around him. He's he's going to turn up field and get the first down
Yeah, yeah,
and go out of
yeah.
bounds.
And then they showed a yeah. And then they showed another play where Mason Rudolph was open, but Kurt Warner said as soon as that ball was thrown, the safety would have came up First of all, I get it. You know X's and O's. You're a Super Bowl Hall of Fame. Who am I to question you? Any quarterback worth their salt would have made that throw. I saw Aaron Rodgers on Saturday put it through a hole this big to
Listen,
score a touchdown.
don't even get me started with him. Don't even get me started with him.
I mean, you flew in for
you want to establish, you wanted to establish a winning culture. What was he going to play for another year? Keep him for a year. Keep Adams for a year. Go win some damn games. Show the team like we can actually win.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How we want to win.
You're a first-year head coach. You want to establish a winning culture. What? But you think this was a better way to do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get rid of two potential Hall of Famers that actually probably could have helped you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For this,
and you're being.
Excuse me. We're building a foundation. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean?
You know, Kev, I'm glad you
foundation
used that
of
word.
Losing. A foundation of losing.
I'm glad you used that word
of continuing to do the same thing over and over and frickin' over again.
Yeah.
Is that the foundation?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, we heard Greg Olson say it. How do you fire a first-time defensive coach and then hire him with another first-time defensive coach? And then Victor Green,
I saw it.
Every Jet coach under the bus. But Aaron Glenn, are you for real? I know you're boys and you played together, but get real.
You're building a foundation. This league's about one thing: winning games.
Yeah.
You do everything you can every Sunday and every week to win games.
Like Herman Edwards said, you play to win the game.
The thing to do last week to win the game was put in Tyrod Taylor at halftime.
Yeah. 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 And Kevin.
Or even on that last drive, okay, I wouldn't have trusted him to throw. Run Breece up the middle on 3rd and 8. Run Breece up the middle, 3rd and 8. You get it? Fantastic.
Get us a little closer.
You get it? Fantastic. You know, he breaks it and he goes for the first down. Well, even better, goes to the house. You never know.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst. Okay,
you get 4 or 5 yards.
You're kicking a 58-yarder, kicking a 58-yarder again. Well, he made that already.
Yeah.
I don't even know I don't even know what you're doing. I don't even know what you're doing.
I just want to pivot on your thing and then go even deeper. Could it be that when he came out for his press conference, Aaron, he really didn't know that was going to be a 62-yarder? You heard it was 65, 68.
65, 68.
What kind of coach are you? You didn't know? You're supposed to be thinking 2, 3, 4 plays ahead. You really didn't know that was a 62-yarder? You thought it was a 65, 68, whatever number you were throwing out there? Why do you make us out to be jackasses that we don't know? We're watching the game. We all knew it was a 62-yarder.
Or
you're not trying.
Or even on that 3rd and 8, have your quarterback run up the middle for a few yards. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. And then don't even get me started with before the half. What are you doing?
I want to go back to that because that's where the Tyrod Taylor talk got strong.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You run a fake punt, okay? You run a fake punt, you get it. Holy crap, you actually got it. And then, well, that was nice. How much time is left?
Yeah.
Screw it.
I didn't even want. Yeah, I didn't even want to go with there yet because I want to go back to.
I know I'm all over the place, but I can't take it anymore.
There's so many bad things about this team. My question to you was, after he makes the poor throw to Garrett Wilson, who I heard somebody say, well, he had it in his arms, he should have caught it. So if he makes the throw properly, we're not even having this discussion right now. So whoever wants to blame Wilson could blame him all he wants. I'm not blaming Wilson.
Wait. If Rodgers throws him that ball, does he get? Is it a hospital ball like that? Is he injured now? Probably not.
No.
If
No.
Tyrod throws that ball to him, is he injured now? Probably not.
Yeah, and now there's talks that he might be out as much as 8 weeks.
Yeah,
so that's my way of thinking. They're saving him for next year. He's done.
Yeah,
why even bother to bring him
Put
back?
Put him on IR, and that's
16.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 8 weeks. First we heard 2 weeks. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. Now they're saying
by
8
the bye,
weeks.
after the bye.
Basically,
they said, yeah.
Yeah. Now, that's what they first said. No, but then today it came out. Samini reported could be up to 8 weeks. So at this point, why bring him back? You're going to bring him back week 15?
Why? So he can go over the middle and get punished all the time, or get these hospital balls from Fields? Come on.
But Kevin, here's my question. Let's go back to the 62-yard field goal. Okay? Now, what coach is saying to themselves, all right, my quarterback's been sacked 9 times. He's got minus 10 passing yards. Now, I'm no math calculus guru, but I'm supposed to believe that my quarterback, who's minus 10 yards in passing, on one play, I'm going to expect him to get 9 yards. 90% of those yards on one play that we didn't get all game, he's going to get on this one throw. Okay, that's one. Number 2, what coach in their right mind, and I wish we could get Westhoff on it again and get his opinion.
I know.
What coach in their right mind wouldn't try the kick after seeing what Fields done all day, which was nothing but stink up the joint?
Listen.
What coach would have said, you know what? He's my best shot right now because my quarterback can't hit the ocean. My quarterback can't hit the ocean.
I don't even know what you're thinking about it. And then you're going for it on 4th and 8? What? First of all, like, I don't even... Nothing even makes sense anymore. I don't...
Yeah.
You would think these guys were never coaches at all in this league.
Yeah. Yeah.
This shit is like 101, football 101. Kick the field goal.
Yeah, try it. You come out.
You got one of the best kickers in the league.
Yeah. Now I heard somebody say, "Oh, he was trying to show faith in Justin Fields." Oh, I get it. He was trying, but he didn't want to show faith in Nick Folk and tried the 62-yarder when the man's made a 58-yarder.
Faith in Justin Fields. What for his psyche? Win the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screw what the hell are you talking about? Win the game.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do to win the game. Even if that meant putting Tyrod in on 3rd and 8. You go sit down here.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
win
Kevin,
the game.
Now, yeah. And Kevin, now you're starting to hear that Tyrod was the better player in camp over the summer. Tyrod was the better player in preseason, but he never got a fair shake because Fields was given the job as soon as they signed him. There was no competition. What kind of shit is that? You weren't bringing in Tom Brady.
Because you guaranteed him $30 million.
You know, and here's the Kev, here's what really gets my fucking nads up in a bunch. Here's what gets my fucking balls aching. Philippe Williams, the quarterback for the Bears last night, just won his 3rd game under new coaching.
Where'd the Bears coach come from?
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, Evan, I know. This is why we have to stop this shit. And everyone on X and Instagram and Facebook, stop with, oh, he did this with the Lions. He knows what he's doing. His defenses even weren't that great with the Lions because the Lions were scoring 40 points a game.
Listen, I love the guy as a player. So far, he's a horrible coach. Horrible.
Listen,
horrible.
Michael Jordan was the guard.
Some of these decisions are like, what?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Listen,
What did what did
Kevin.
Garrett Wilson say going into the locker room at halftime?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are we
Well,
doing?
yeah. Yeah.
What are we
Listen,
doing?
Kevin. You know what? Listen. You know how Mark Sanchez took us to two AFC championships. Whether he was what is it they call him, a controller? He wasn't like, he wasn't the greatest quarterback. He controlled the game. He managed the game. He took us to two AFC championships. But he's always going to be remembered for the butt fumble.
Yeah, of
No
course
matter
he is.
how good Aaron. Yeah, okay, but I'm coming to a point. We all tout Aaron Glenn. Oh, he was so good. He was so good. He was so good. Don't forget, on his resume is the fake punt, the fake spike that he got beaked and cost us first place and got Pete Carroll fired in the long run.
And Aaron
What, do we all
Glenn
forget that?
was standing there like a house by the side of the road. Listen, I still hear the call in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, we all tout
Like a
Aaron Glenn.
house,
Good guy,
like
good.
a house by the side
Yeah,
of the road.
yeah, yeah. So as much as we want to knock Sanchez for the butt fumble and everyone, at least Sanchez took us to two AFC championships. Aaron Glenn, in the biggest game of his Jet career, with first place, we would have had a 2-game lead over Miami, got deked by the fake spike that Bernie Kosar called because he noticed it from the sidelines. And that's his claim to fame. But we're going to act, oh, Aaron Glenn was a great Jet. He was a great Jet. He was a good Jet. I don't know if he was a great Jet. Sorry, Jet fans. Come after me if you want. All right? He'll be always known for the fake spike that cost Pete Carroll his job.
Mm.
And because he got deeped on that play and looked foolish, he's coaching foolish. Now let's talk about, hold on, Kevin. Hold on, Kevin. I'm on a roll here. You talk about a coach, you go for the 4th down and 1 on the fake punt, right? Now, so Denver knew you were fake punting because you had your whole offensive line and
Breece Hall.
You didn't even have the special teams in here. You get it. You get first down, even though Denver knew you were going for it. You get it. And what you do, you watch the clock for the final 48 seconds run down, not even try to get into field goal range.
That's what I said. They got it, and they said, "Oh, that was cool, cool."
Yeah, but this is a whole long-winded series. Go and say, well, you gave some cockamamie like, well, we wanted to keep it close. We knew we'd end the ball in the second half, but the refs didn't know it was a first. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. The only way you sit on that ball is because you don't trust Fields. The game is close, and you're coming out of the tunnel with Tyrod Taylor, and you didn't even do that. So you shot yourself in the head twice. You shot you by not Fields run last 48 seconds and try to get another 15 yards. You shot yourself in the head once, and then by not bringing Tyrod Taylor out, you shot yourself in the head again. And then you go after the poor reporter who asked you a simple question.
And when your best player on offense says,
what are we doing?
When asked, why were you yelling at the coach? Because I didn't know what we were doing. And then once I found out what we were doing, man, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Your best player on offense said that. So
there's this little bit of...
He's looking at this guy and says, this guy don't want to win. This guy doesn't want to win.
My question to you is there a little bit of doubt that Garrett Wilson regrets signing with this team? Even though they were loyal to him, they followed his career. Yeah.
If I was him, I'd be like, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do for 5 more years? But let me tell you something, Kevin. Even if Aaron Glenn, hold on a second, even if Aaron Glenn rights this ship and it takes him the full 5 years, Garrett's going to be an old man and ready to retire anyway, or ready to go someplace else. He's not even going to see the fruits of this fucking ship being built again. Oh my God.
And this
that was not football what we watched.
No, it wasn't even. Listen, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Your number one receiver had 3 catches for 13 yards. Your number one. 3 catches,
Yeah.
13 yards.
Yeah. Kevin, halfway through
And
this. Go.
the football gods you thought were saying, all right, finally, we're going to give you a turnover, right? We're going to let you get a
Yeah.
turnover. We're gonna
And
we're gonna
Kevin,
make we're gonna make the Broncos play like shit. The football god said, "We're gonna give you a
yeah,
chance here." And what did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
yeah. Well, Kevin, even on those 2 field goals, technically they were 3 and outs. If we weren't so deep on their side of the field, we wouldn't have scored any points. And that then and there should have been the reason why to bring Tyrod Taylor in. When the
Mhm.
defense sets you up and special teams sets you up and you go 3 and out and 3 and out and we only get field goals, get your ass off the field. You're not a professional
I
quarterback.
remember I was typing you before the half. I said, "You gotta make the change." It's like a
Yeah,
baseball player. It's like a
yeah,
pitcher who doesn't have it that day, and you gotta
yeah,
bring you.
yeah,
That's it. You're done.
yes.
Go sit down,
Yes, agree,
and you
agree,
bring him in
agree.
from the
Kevin,
bullpen.
yes, Kevin. 22 minutes and 40 seconds into the first half. Denver had already run 27 plays for 147 yards. We, the New York Jets, had run 12 plays for 1 yard. 1 yard.
And that's pathetic. And back to the
Yeah.
baseball analogy, a good baseball manager notices his pitcher doesn't have it today and makes the switch.
Yes. Yes.
A
Yeah.
lousy manager
Yeah.
lets the guy stay in and he gets bombed.
Yes. And even if he didn't make the switch in the first quarter, when they kick the 2 field goals after going 3 and out, you make it at halftime. That's the only
Yes.
reason why you
Yes.
hold that ball after the fake punt, because you're bringing in Tyrod and we're going to get the
Right.
ball
Because
back.
you decided halftime we're making a switch.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this friggin' shit, Kevin. 82 yards total offense, third fewest in Jet history, and the defense gets its first takeaway, 0-6. The only question left for this season is if Aaron Glenn could get a win before Week 9, like Kotai did in Week 9, the year we went 1-13 or whatever it was, 1-15.
You're going to lose to the Panthers Sunday.
Kevin, you're not winning a game.
No.
We sat here and we thought maybe.
Who's your wide receivers Sunday? Lazard?
Don't know.
Reynolds?
It's going to have to be. But there's talks that he's halfway out the door because Pittsburgh is looking for a receiver. And Rodgers is going to bid for Lazard all he wants.
Yep.
I mean, Kevin, we went into this thinking maybe the Panthers, they just spanked Miami. They just spanked Dallas and Miami in back-to-back weeks. We thought the Bengals, Flacco's going to dink and dunk his way all down the court with his Joe Cool look, expression on his face. The Browns are going to destroy us because that team has got a good defense and their quarterback is coming along little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows who we're going to be? It's just beat the fucking Bill Bulls last night. We're not even going to beat him. On this schedule, the only chance of a win is in Miami because they're in as disarray as we are.
Look at the Pats.
Yes. Well, that's Vrabel. That's Vrabel for you.
You brought in a head coach with experience, and on top of it, you brought in an experienced offensive coordinator. In Josh McDaniels.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to win the division.
Yeah.
They're going to win the division.
Yeah, they might win the division. You're right.
Hey, they already got one over Buffalo. They already got one over Buffalo.
Yeah. And our quarterback coach, Charles London, I don't know where he's from. He's been a quarterback coach for a while. Never heard of him. He's got to go. He shouldn't have been allowed on the plane back to London.
Where's Chad? Listen, where's Chad Pennington? You want a quarterback coach? Where's Chad Pennington?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get all these jets and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What jet? Victor Green, but he brought no jets from his coaching staff. Did he reach out to any of the jets?
Go get Josh McCown again. Where is he? Look what
I
he
think
did.
he's still with the Vikings. He's
Okay,
still with
look
the
what
Vikings.
he did for Darnold.
Yeah. But
So
look what Donald is doing for Donald.
yeah, right.
Kevin, Donald, Donald in 23 games has 18 wins, right? 18 wins in 23 games. Starting from the beginning of this year, how long is it going to take the Jets to get 18 wins? It'll take us 3 more years. And I heard somebody say, well, Donald's never won a Super Bowl. Geno Smith's never won a Super Bowl. Marino's never won a Super Bowl either. But he's
Listen,
brought that team to prominence, and they were in
listen.
every frigging game. They made the playoffs year after year.
What we're seeing is unwatchable.
No. Yeah.
Never won a Super Bowl. It's competitive football, at least. You can't even watch what we're watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that bad. It's that horrendous. I mean, thank God the defense stepped up. Well, that game might have been 30 to 10 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
30 to 9.
Was it Rich Eisen who said on the telecast, maybe they'll try a screen? Did you watch the Atlanta Buffalo game last night? They used that kid Bijan Johnson everywhere. Supposed to be our Breece, so we never do a screen. We never do a pitch out. We never. Everything is, here's the ball, go up the middle. Here's the ball, go up the middle. Here's the ball, go up the middle.
You see, he posted on his X or Instagram or
free
something.
Number 20.
Free number 20.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. We're not winning games with him, you know?
Because, number one, you're not using them right.
You know,
all we heard from the coach all summer was how we're going to unleash Breece, right? Didn't he say that? We're going to unleash him.
Yeah.
Unleash him.
But Kevin,
he had no targets yesterday. What do you mean unleash him? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Listen, you like Breece, and so do I. But when he starts coming out and saying, well, the offensive line, free number 20, he's got to go. It's kind of like the time, hold on a second. It's kind of like the time Ralph Kiner hits 62 whatever home runs he hits, and he goes to his owner and says, I want a raise. And the owner says to him, listen, yeah, you hit all these home runs, but we still lost, so I could do that without you. At this point, Breece, we can do this without you. Do you really want to be here?
How many players on this team probably wish they could get the hell out of here? Probably most of them.
All of them. All of them. All of them. You drafted Malachi Corley. You played him last week out of position. I mean, why are we still playing guys out of position? And you know what? God bless Joe Pittman. And this is what I'm going to say to him. The Fields has the second most time in the NFL to throw the ball. The second most time with this offensive line. And Tippmann went out of his way to say, well, you know what? If he's given 5 seconds, then next week we have to make sure we give him 6. Doing everything to cover this quarterback's ass, and he still can't do it.
Like I said, that 3rd and 8, man, there's a wall around Fields. There's a wall. You're sitting in a pocket. You're looking right at him. Throw the ball.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, let's wait till the defender comes over. Then I'll throw him the ball. And now he's injured.
Yeah.
And I'll throw it behind him.
Yeah. And Kevin, these numbers aren't even first quarter numbers. They're not even from the second quarter. This is the Jet numbers for the game. 82 total yards, -10 in passing, 2 for 15 in third downs. The red zone, 0. They had the ball for 28 minutes and 52 seconds.
You can't even say anything. It's like speechless. It's like the worst offensive performance you've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even know what to say.
Oh, I agree.
And the only guy that can score points for you, really, You don't even give him a chance at the end to win the game. You
Yeah,
don't even give him a
exactly.
chance.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he had 9 of the out of the 11 points for us.
Yeah. You don't even give him a chance.
Yeah.
You think you got a better chance after what you've seen all day with the game riding on his leg or Fields' arm?
No, at that point, yeah, that's the whole point.
It's an
That's the whole
easy
point.
answer. Yeah, that shows you don't know what you're doing. You don't know
No,
what you're doing.
agree. Agree.
You don't know what you're doing. Well,
The Jets minus 10. Yeah, go
we
ahead.
wanted to build this confidence. Confidence. You want to win the game.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You do what you do to win the game.
Yeah.
Screw his
Yeah.
confidence.
Because let me tell you something. He got them where they were. If Nick Folk, by the football gods, makes that kick, his confidence helps. Even though he did shit, his confidence, because he's part of him, is going to say, I
Helps the
got us this
whole
far. And
team.
Nick did the
And
rest.
and then the whole team is
Yeah.
they're going berserk, right? Talk about a confidence
Yeah.
booster.
Yes. Yes. And now you come home with that little bit of momentum and saying, all right, Carolina is not great. We could probably beat them. But now you're coming home with a bad loss, a coach that was talking out of his ass, and your best weapon is hurt for the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, listen, he was talking out of his ass. Like I
Yeah.
said to you earlier today or yesterday or something, a lot of the shit he said all summer, I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, it's
We
about
all
time
were.
we had that
We all
attitude.
were.
But
We
now,
all drank the Kool-Aid. We all
but
drank
now,
the Kool-Aid. I'm
but
drinking the Kool-Aid.
but now the crap, some of the crap you say is like you're freaking clueless. And I know
Yeah.
I know you're not. That's what makes it even more baffling of what the hell you're doing.
Kevin, I'll give you some insight here. The Jets minus 10 net passing yards is the worst in a game in Jet history and worst by any team in 27 years. These are the records we hold. We break the worst records.
I mean, and then I got to hear about how Parcells called them yesterday. And what did he tell
Yeah.
you? To wake the fuck up? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Wake up?
Kevin, let me read this breakdown to you. This is the funniest friggin' breakdown. Okay? Justin Fields, completions, 9. Time sacked, 9. All right? Now, here's the two you have to remember. Passing yards, 45. Sacked loss yards, 55. Hence the negative 10
And
passing
negative
yards.
10, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it's incredible. Mason Taylor, 1 catch for 2 yards.
Yeah.
This is a guy you drafted as like it's supposed to be the next Mickey Schuler or something.
Yeah, and last week he had his breakout game. He was coming into his own. What'd you
Yes.
do? You didn't game plan anything for him?
1 pass, 2 yards. 1 pass, 2 yards.
I want
you
to quote.
what do you even say?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
okay. People are covered. All right. And you heard people say, well, people weren't open. People weren't open. Okay, so check down to your tight end or your running back.
Yeah.
How does your best running back have no targets all day? Yet you said this is the guy you're gonna unleash.
Yeah.
This is the guy you're gonna unleash. Oh, he has great hands. He has great. He's terrific in the passing game. We're gonna unleash him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at the receiving stats. I don't see Breece Hall's name there.
Yeah. Well, Kev, you watch a lot of football games. And when you're starting a young quarterback or any quarterback, you always have that one quick outlet pass that gets them comfortable. Whether it's that little short screen, the little boom, dink, 3 yards, hopefully a cloud of dust. We don't do any of it. We come out with the same running play every time. Every time. I watch the Browns coach, the Browns quarterback come out first play, boom, little short pass. Even Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, they're all doing it. The dinks and dunks to get the rhythm, to get the rhythm. This team gets no rhythm. No, because it's handoff, handoff. Oh, let's try to get 10 yards on a pass. Nothing. Here,
Run, pass.
Warren Sharp.
Run, pass.
Yeah.
Run,
Yeah.
pass.
Warren Sharp. Let me quote what Warren Sharp said, because I think this is just perfect. This team is hilarious. Why do you go for it on 4th down with the fake punt and then run it on 1st down, then let the half expire? This is not a serious organization. He's
unexplainable.
Right. This is like watching our gang comedy.
It's unexplainable. It's unexplainable.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying. So.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like watching Albert and Costello. Who's on first? I don't know who's on second. It's like watching our gang comedy. It's like watching Little Rascals. Like, you sit there and you can't believe this is an organization. When is the NFL going to step in and help this team out like they did for the Giants in the late 70s, early 80s? Because no matter who they bring in, it's just a disgrace. It's just a disgrace.
Over and over again. Listen. Can you imagine losing to the Panthers and you're 0-7?
Yeah.
And you're almost halfway through the season. And you still haven't won a home game.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, under Kotite, they didn't win any home games. Their one win was on the road against the Cardinals.
But you thought you'd never see anything like that again. Like, you thought it couldn't get any worse than Rich Kotite era.
So, exactly. So, Kevin, we talked about 27 years ago. So here's more numbers. The -10 net passing yards is the worst game in Jet history, and the worst by any team since San Diego Chargers had -19 on September 20th, 1998 against the Chiefs. No one's done it that bad in 27 years, and then along comes the Jets, and we do -10.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Kevin. Yeah. Now, Kevin, let me ask you a question. If I said to you last week when we did the pregame, and I said to you, Kevin, the Jets are going to have 0 turnovers, 1 takeaway, commit only 2 penalties, and hold the opponent to 250 yards, who wins the game? Who wins the game?
It's a no-brainer.
Exactly. So, now, here's the final number. In the Super Bowl era, teams who checked off all 4 boxes were 62-0 until Sunday, when the Jets went to the other side of the ledger with the first loss. Teams that check off all 4 boxes are 62-0, 62-0 fans in the Super Bowl era until our New York Jets fucked that up.
Only you.
Yeah.
You're surprised? I'm not surprised. This franchise does shit you've never seen before in your life. It does the impossible. It finds ways to lose games. Like, just when you think you've seen all the ways they can lose, they come up with new ones. It's incredible. It's just
it's the Super Bowl era. 58 years, 59 years, 62-0, and this fucking team is on the wrong side of the ledger. When they check off all 4 boxes, do that.
Jets.
You're pitching a no-hitter and you still lose the game in a sense. Oh my God. I don't get it anymore. Jets. I don't get it.
It makes you wonder, like, what is it, man? What is the voodoo doll somewhere that somebody's going like this to? Unexplainable stuff. Unexplainable stuff. You can't even make it up. It's a disgrace, as Joe Beningo would say.
Here's another one, Kev. He was sacked 9 times on 29 dropbacks, which was the highest in the NFL since 2018. He was pressured on 16 of the 29 dropbacks. On the 16 pressure plays, he attempted only 4 passes.
Not bad, right?
Oof. Oof.
How do we watch this every week? How do we watch this? How do we talk about this?
They're saying that the amount of time Fields had to throw the ball on Sunday was 3 seconds. That's more than enough time. You always hear 2.1, 2.2, get the ball out,
Listen,
get the ball out. You know?
Think of how many seconds it takes to do a two-step drop and throw the ball. Two-step drop, throw the ball.
So they're saying 2 seconds, boom, 2 seconds, boom.
Yeah.
Here, Fields is the second in the NFL in average time to throw the ball. 3.22 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Breece Hall is going to throw our offensive line under the bus. That Tippmann had to come out and say, well, if he had 5 seconds, we got to give him 6. Like, they're even protecting Fields. They're trying to even, like, protect what Hall said. Like, this man has the second most time in the NFL to throw, and he still can't do it.
He stands there and holds the ball.
He still can't do it. And then I heard.
Do you know how many times
hold on, give me a second. I heard Orlovsky say maybe he shouldn't have a second read. Maybe it should be if he doesn't have the first read, throw it away. If he doesn't have the first read, because he's not reading anything right anyway.
What the hell kind of QB is that?
He's not a QB. But for some reason, he's tied to Glenn, and Glenn's going to ride it out with him.
Man, I'd rather see Cook at this point. What do you got to lose?
What did Parcells do when O'Donnell sucked ass? He benched him.
Yeah, he put Lucas in.
Yeah, what did he do when what's-his-face sucked ass and he brought in Foley?
You remember Rick Meyer?
You know? Yeah.
When Vinny got hurt and he couldn't take it anymore finally, and then he put Lucas in for the last however many games and we wound up finishing like 8-8?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? This guy is not showing us. And listen, I don't want to hear now, well, the Tampa Bay game was close. They took their foot off the brake, of the gas. I'm sorry. They took the foot off the gas. That's why it was close. You shat the bed against Miami, okay?
You shit the bed against
the game you play.
You did it against Pittsburgh. You should have beat You should have beat the Steelers at home in opening day.
And let me tell you something, Kev. We all try to give the Jets credit, saying that Buffalo was so worldly team so far ahead.
They're not that good.
That Buffalo win is not looking so good now. Like, it wasn't like, oh, we played a dynasty, a strong team. Shit, there's 2 Buffalo.
If the Bills didn't have Josh Allen, they'd be the Jets.
Yeah. 3-3 now, if I'm right, or 4-2. They lost 2 in a row. They don't look that good. So they blew us out of the water does not look that impressive now.
You'd have a decent running.
At least I was talking about them like they were going to go 17-0.
You'd have a decent running back in Cook, kind of like you do in Breece, okay?
Yeah.
And you'd have who knows at quarterback, and you'd be mediocre. We're not. See, that's the thing. We're not even mediocre.
No.
We're horrible.
But the difference is Buffalo has a coach, and as long as he's there, they're going to be competitive.
I don't know. I screamed all off season when they were looking for a coach. Rex. Who knows if that would have worked? But I know we wouldn't be 0-6.
It's not going to happen.
We wouldn't be 0-6.
No. Kevin, it's not going to happen because they're going to give, unless they go 0-17 and Woody is just, I'm going to throw out a name who, other than Rex Ryan, who, yes, we all love, but that ship might have sailed its course. But I'm going to throw out a name who I would love to see coach the Jets next year.
Chucky?
John fucking Gruden.
Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah. Bring me a coach with attitude and balls who's not going to take anyone's shit. And you know
Well,
what?
I thought.
Woody's an ass.
Oh, listen, all summer we were sold the bill of goods that's what we were getting,
Yeah. And let me tell you,
and
Woody Johnson,
all it took was 6 weeks of this
yeah,
of this to drain
yeah.
the life out of that guy.
But first off, I was saying something about Woody Johnson. The one thing about Woody this year, you could say he's finally staying quiet. Like he bitched about Saleh. He gave Saleh the hardest time. He was in the papers more than we wanted to care about. His sons were in the papers more than we can. This year, that we want to hear him hear what he thinks. You can't find the man.
You would have thought,
Is he MIA? Is he in the witness protection program? Where
yeah,
is he?
you would have
Not
thought.
that I want to hear from him.
Well, I'd like to know what he has to say about this.
Exactly. In 4 years under Saleh, he wouldn't shut the fuck with his Woody chain, walking around, hanging out with this rap star, that rap star's girlfriend. Now you can't even find him. Now that I want to hear what he thinks. And now we kind of know what he thinks because Glenn came out yesterday and said, me and Woody are on the same page. He knows what I'm thinking. He knows what we're trying to do here. What are you trying to do here? Burn down an organization?
Build the foundation. Build the foundation. Build the foundation. At 0-6.
Kevin, it's almost to the point where
playing scared.
Where I said
scared not to lose. You know how many coaches we've had that played not to lose instead of to win?
Yeah.
Again, like you said, Herb, you play to win the game.
To win, yeah. And like Bill Parcells always said, you are what your record says you are.
And he says there's winning and there's misery. There ain't nothing else. There's nothing else. There's no moral victories. There's no, we're building a foundation.
No.
There's no this, there's no that. There's winning or there's misery. That's all there is.
Now, I don't want to hear that if Woody fires Aaron Glenn at the end of the year, nobody's going to want to coach here. Get that thought out of your head. There's only 32 jobs. Somebody will want to coach this team. I don't know if he'll be any good, but there's always going to be someone to coach a team. So get that crap out of there. The Jets are never going to find a coach again. The thing is, the Jets need to change everything. And I said this to you, and we know it's not going to happen. Number one, Woody needs to sell this team. There's just some stink that he's bringing to this team. You know, he's got some bad juju going on, but this team under his ownership sucks ass. Okay?
I don't
now
listen.
We know that's not now.
I don't know what it is with this team. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's something.
No. Yeah. Now we know Woody is not going to sell the team. So here's the next thing that's probably got to happen. He's got to try to find a way. He's got money. He can get investors and move this team. Get this team its own home, whether it's on Long Island, Staten Island. There's land somewhere to house this team. Get them away from New Jersey. Bring them back to New York. Bring them back to the five boroughs. Get them their own home. That's one. Number two, maybe it's time. And listen, I don't know how to shower the stink off. So this is why I'm saying these things, whether you think they're comical or not. It's time for a color change. In other words, new uniforms, new schemes. That green and white has run its course. It's got the stink on it. It's not doing anything. See the way the Ravens changed? They brought in the black, the purple, the different. Bring in some. And the third thing, maybe it's time to bury the Jet name. Let it die with Joe Namath when he goes, whenever that is, and call this team something else. New York, you think of a name. The New York Eagles, the New York, I don't know. Like, there's just something. There's an aura around this Jet Green, this New Jersey, this MetLife, that this Woody Johnson, that this team just can't get out of its way.
Sell the team to your buddy Don.
Yeah. Making the Jets great again.
Yeah.
Well, listen, at least he won't be afraid to say, "You're fired."
You're fired.
Yeah. You know?
Oh man, I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
just
Can like I'm
I
trying to
don't.
light it.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? You gotta
I'm trying to
laugh.
light. We've all said, we've all been saying it, not just you and I. It's every Jet fan. Like they were interviewing Jet fans who live in London, and they said this team is cursed. Like, I don't know. Like that's what I was saying. Is it time to move out of MetLife? I don't know. Is it time maybe for a different colored uniform, black, red, white, yeah,
Listen,
anything but green? I don't know. Is it time
to
for a
me,
name change? Like I don't know.
that doesn't like. Okay, all that stuff doesn't make you do stupid things like you did at the end of the half.
No, but
All that stuff
Kevin,
has nothing
when
to
you
do with stupidity.
if I'm making a joke here, when the house was possessed in poltergeist, you had to do a cleansing. You had to get rid of everything. They had to get rid of everything. This team needs to get rid of everything. The green uniforms, the white uniforms, the name of the Jets, the name of MetLife, the name of playing in Jersey. So I don't know what else to
The
say.
power of
I don't know
Woody
what else to
commends
say.
you. The power of
Yeah,
Woody commends you. The power of
stay away
Woody
from the
commends you.
night. What you
What are
should
you
go
gonna
into the
do?
light and take Jordan to with them. I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore, Kev. I kind of want to make a joke out of this, but you know what? I don't know. There's
Listen,
something with
listen. What are you supposed to do when it's October 14th and your season's over? Besides laugh, you've cried already. You got to laugh. It's every freaking year. It's every year. Every single year since
yeah,
2011. It doesn't matter who the
yeah.
coach is. It doesn't matter who the players are. It doesn't matter who the GM is. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
You
It just
sound like
doesn't matter.
you sound you sound like Bill Murray and
In
Meatballs. It
meatballs,
just doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
matter.
It just doesn't matter. It
It,
just
just,
doesn't
well,
matter. No,
it
you're
doesn't
right.
matter. It doesn't matter.
No. But that's what that leads me back to what I said, even in a joking way. Maybe it's time to leave Jersey. Maybe it's time to get a different uniform color. Maybe it's time to change the name. I don't know anymore. Like
And
you
you
gotta clean this house. You gotta cleanse this house. How
they
do you
say,
do it?
well, because they don't know what they're doing, they can't pick the players. Okay, everybody who leaves here, players, coaches, they succeed.
Yeah.
Why? It's
Well,
like
then maybe
you come here, free agents come here, they put on this uniform, and their body gets filled with suck.
so.
I,
Kev,
I don't get it.
since Woody's owned the team, now I could be wrong. I didn't go back and look. I'm just off the top of my head because I'm trying to think of the Jet coaches under Woody Johnson. Every one of them, and correct me if I'm wrong, was a first-time head coach.
Yeah, Rex included, but
Yeah. Well, Rex had that fire in his belly. This is what I'm saying. Like Rex had, these other coaches didn't. Yes, Bowles became a better coach his second time around, and we learn a lot of them do. But this is why the Jets, with such a poor organization, don't need a first-time coach. They
listen,
need to bring a Rex back. They need to bring a Mike McCarthy. They need to bring a John Gruden. I don't know. Give
like
a blank check to Kyle, which is not going to happen. They need a coach with balls and is not afraid.
I've said with Rex, Thomas Jones said, they did some crazy. I never seen such crazy ass shit in my life, but you could tell that guy would run through a wall for him.
Yeah.
He played his
Yeah.
ass off for him. They all did.
Yeah. They
LT
loved him.
when he got here, he was the same way.
Yeah.
Remember, he
Yeah.
got the jet tattoo on the back of his calf. LT.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rex was the, I mean, Don't forget, Mangini was pretty decent. Herm Edwards was like, but I'm saying they're all first-time coaches. Like, break that skid, break that chain, go somewhere else.
And
Go bring somebody out of retirement.
people say, "Oh, that was a disaster too." Favre. Listen, Favre was 8-3. Favre and Mangini were 8-3 when he blew his shoulder
Yeah,
out.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I
Eight
get
and
it,
three.
Kev.
When was the last? When was
Listen.
the last time we were 8-3?
Probably the second year under Rex when we finished that season 11-5.
Unbelievable,
But the point being, Kev, the point being is like you heard Greg Olson say they fired one defensive coordinator to bring in another defensive coordinator. All I'm trying to say is now you hired enough of these first-time coaches. Now it's time to bring someone with experience in. If Mike McCarthy wants a coach, maybe you give him a shot. I don't know if he's the answer. I really don't. Maybe it's time to go grovel and bring a Rex Ryan back.
see,
Maybe it's
stupid.
time to see if John Gruden wants a coach. He sounds like he does.
Again, that's where we're stupid again. If you were going to go the McCarthy route, you do it with Rodgers and Adams. You don't do it. You don't do it now. What do you? It's just
you're right,
stupid.
Kev,
It's just stupidity. It's just stupidity.
I know, but no one knew that when they hired Saleh 5 years ago, and we kind of joked and said every 3 years, and that's the cycle. We kind of saw it. What he did, and we kind of saw it. No one ever expected this ineptness that we're getting right now.
I've never seen
this
it.
Glenn regime.
Listen. I lived through the Kotite era. I lived through the Joel Walton era.
So did I.
You know, this is as bad.
But you know what,
even
Kevin?
Kotite wasn't this bad.
And then that's what I was just going to say to you. I think I have it somewhere.
We just the team just sucked.
Okay. So you look at the Kotite years, but as the season went on, all right, starting in week 7, they started to play a little better. They didn't win, but the games were close. They lost to Jacksonville 21-17. Ball tipped here and there, could have been a win. They lost to Buffalo 25-22. They beat Arizona. They lose to New England by 4. They lose to the Colts by 5. You know, they were starting, even under Colts, they were playing a little better. This team, and I understand people are going to say, we only lost to Tampa Bay by 2 points. I get it, but we were so far out of the game, it wasn't even close.
And the one thing you got to credit Kotite for, of course, is letting a kid from Hofstra come over and do a free agent, an undrafted free agent tryout, and his name was Wayne Corbett.
Yeah. And another thing you got to give Kotite credit for, in a sense, for his own sanity, he left 3 weeks before the season because he knew it was coming and he didn't want to deal with it, and he walked away. He put his tail between his legs.
Yeah.
He walked away, and no one's ever heard from him again.
If it wasn't for Rich Kotite, there would have never been a Wayne Corbett.
Yeah, that's true. But Aaron Glenn will have you believe that this was all part of the plan. This is all part of his master plan to go 0-15, 2-15, 0-17, because he's building guys up. Is he really building Fields up if he goes 0-15? Even Troy Aikman got benched when they were 0-13 because Jimmy Johnson didn't want to kill the man any more than what he was being killed. You're not building him up. You're destroying him.
Losing doesn't build you up. It drains.
Oh, exactly.
It drains.
I would have even preferred, if they want to live with Justin Fields, I don't know. Some people are going to say I'm crazy. Once you sit him down, you can't do. Bullshit. If Justin Fields is worth his grain of salt, he's got to know that Denver game, he was sucking ass. It was time for Tyrod Taylor to come in, and I'll come back the next week, and I'll crank it up a notch.
Esiason said, I wish this is him talking. He said, I wish I had a direct line to Glenn at halftime. And I would have said to him, listen, just say to him, you don't have it today. You're sitting down and we're going with Tyrod.
Yeah.
But
Kevin,
the press conference, if he comes out and wins the game, even if he comes out, Tyrod, and wins the game, the post-game press conference, you say, you laud Tyrod, where he played great, blah, blah, blah. And next week against the Panthers, Justin starts.
Exactly.
Easy,
Like
easy.
just
Look how easy
just
that
like
was.
just like you said with your pitching observation. All
Yes,
right. Our pitcher didn't have it today. Justin understood that. We went with our relief. He won us the game, but we're coming back to our ace next
yes,
Sunday.
yes. And there is none. No controversy. He starts next week again.
You did it properly.
See,
Now you got players coming out
that's
anonymously.
where you make us fans look at you and say you're clueless.
Yeah. And now you got players coming out anonymously and saying Tyrod was never given a fair shake.
Mm-hmm.
He was the better quarterback over the summer.
It's the crap.
And
It's
Kevin, even if Glenn survives this year, which it sounds like he will, do you trust him and Moji and this staff and these scoutings to get the right quarterback for us? Or are
no.
they not going to do that? Are we going to live another year with Fields? Fields is a backup in this league. And I heard someone else say in a couple of years, he probably won't even be in the league. And they're probably right.
I texted you something Sunday morning. He looked to me like sometimes like he was on drugs. Fields.
Yeah, you did say something like that.
Like he looked like he was at. How do you just stand there? What are you zoning out? That's why you're not throwing the ball. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
If you're a Misfits fan, he might have been hanging out in those London dungeons Saturday night doing a little funky stuff. Who knows?
What were you vaping or something? I don't know, because
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, you stood there like you got guys running wide open. And you're standing there, and you're sacked.
He was seeing 22 guys on the field because he was hanging out in the London dungeons in London.
I don't know.
They call us walking corpses.
God, there's like no fire to the. There's like no fire to the guy. And I watched film of him playing in Chicago. At least he had fire. He had fire, sliding on the ground in the rain and everything in the snow. There's none
like
of that.
You said, Kevin, playing with the Jets and the media and the fan base, and you're losing, it sucks the life out of you.
And
it sucks the life out of you.
You put this uniform on, and your body gets filled with soot.
Yeah, it sucks the life out of you.
Look at Rodgers. Look at Rodgers.
Yeah, he's
You put the uniform on, and your body got filled with suck.
No. Did you happen to see the clip with him on McAfee? I don't know if it was another recent clip recently where he talks about how that meeting went down. Now, listen, in the beginning when he first said it, as a Jet fan, I didn't want to believe him. I didn't think Aaron Glenn was like that. But now you see these moves Aaron made. You could see Aaron's a little too arrogant for someone who's never been a head coach.
Like I said,
he never won a Super Bowl.
And
stop telling me about what you did with Detroit, what you did with New Orleans. It's not flying here. Enough of that storyline. No one cares. No one cares.
You're a first-year head coach looking to build a winning culture with a first-year offensive coordinator. You thought you'd do that better without a Hall of Fame quarterback and a Hall of Fame receiver? You thought you'd do that?
Yeah.
So you replaced a Hall of Fame quarterback and a Hall of Fame receiver with Justin Fields and no one.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Right. You replaced those two players with Justin Fields and no one.
Yeah. No, you're right, Kev. You're right. Anyway, Kev, we could do this all night. I was kind of glad we got our Misfits reference in there. Shout out to Lodi, New Jersey, and Misfits. This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to.
Psycho 78.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Green Hell. That's the song the Jets should come out to. Green Hell.
Yeah. Never mind this Shrek stuff. Green Hell.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because that's
what we're living in, right? Green Hell.
we don't know what else to tell you. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
What we can say is
you've heard
join us
all of
tomorrow.
this.
Yeah. Join us tomorrow. We're going to have a guest on. We should have a lot of fun with our friend Jay. It
Oh
should be a
yeah,
pleasure tomorrow.
Hearing about
Yep.
how good Rogers
No-
is playing and
Yeah.
how
And how
how,
he hates Tomlin, but it should be fun.
how
He's
stupid
good.
we are
He's
for
always a
letting
good
him
guest.
go.
Yeah. He's always a good guest. We'll have fun tomorrow. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Kev, I'll talk to you then.
All right. We'll see you guys later. And until then, jet up. Talk to you later.